Hello, everyone, and welcome and congratulations on your acceptance to Florida State University. We're so excited for you to join the FSU community and want to thank you for joining us today for this pre-recorded Ask NSFP session. We wanted to start off by acknowledging the events that are happening in our country. As it is our job to help welcome new students into the FSU family, we feel it's important to emphasize the role that we all play in creating a safe and inclusive campus community. We stand with the members of the Black community, and we will continue to work together to foster a campus that is inclusive and respect that Black lives matter. First off, we'd like to introduce everyone in this session today. My name is Allison Lee Hughes, and I serve as the Director of New Student and Family Programs and an Associate Dean in the Department of Student Support and Transitions.
My name is Pearson, and I serve as one of the Assistant Directors in New Student and Family Programs. I have the pleasure of working with our incredible orientation leaders that you will see in Garnet and Gold Stripes, as well as coordinated our Ignite Your Knoll experience sessions and several other engagement opportunities that will assist you independently in the online module.
And my name is John Tilley, and I serve as the other Assistant Director in New Student and Family Programs. I assist with the logistics of the virtual orientation experience, as well as coordinating the Chart Your Course First Year seminar class and working with our student office staff.
Hello, my name is Sarah Hammond, and I serve as Associate Dean of Undergraduate Studies. The Division of Undergraduate Studies is the academic dean's office for most students in their first 2 years at FSU, as they are working on general education and degree requirements prior to formal admission to the major, which usually happens toward the end of the sophomore year.
Thanks, Pearson, John, and Sarah. New Student and Family Programs exist to aid in the transition of new students and their family members to Florida State University. We coordinate several transition programs, including the New Knoll Orientation Experience, and we're committed to helping you get to know your new home throughout the next year. As you all know, all orientation sessions for the summer and fall are being held virtually in response to global health concerns related to COVID-19. While this is not how we plan to welcome you into the FSU family, we hope the information found in the New Knoll orientation will prepare you for the next few years in Tallahassee and the incredible experience that lies ahead of you at Florida State University. If at any point in time you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out to New Student and Family Programs. We're here for you and happy to help. We wanted to start out with a general overview of what to expect during your orientation session. We're going to break it down by day, so don't forget to check your MyFSU email for this information as well. As you can see on the screen, we've got a few graphics for you, and John's going to get us started off with day one.
Thanks, Allison. So starting the week before your scheduled orientation session, New Student and Family Programs will send the information to log in and complete the virtual orientation modules. These will be on the same platform used for pre-orientation, which you should have already completed prior to registering for orientation. As soon as students get this email, you can log on immediately and start working on the virtual orientation modules. The modules altogether should take less than 2 hours to complete and must be completed by 2 p.m. on day one of your scheduled orientation session. So you'll have that entire week until 2 p.m. on day one to get that completed. On day one, as long as students have completed the virtual orientation modules by 2 p.m., NSFP will send a second email with student-specific academic advising information for day two. The email will include student-specific advising meeting time, how to join their virtual meeting via FSU Zoom or call in if needed, and additional reminders for the remainder of the orientation session.
Thanks, John. On the second day of your orientation session, students will participate in academic advising. Academic advising will occur via Zoom. As John stated, student-specific advising time will be emailed to them. Please ensure that you're on time and you've completed that pre-advising/accelerated credit survey. Please try to complete that at least 2 days prior to this meeting so that they can share it with your advisor in advance. Undergraduate Studies will send this survey to you 7 days in advance of your orientation via your FSU email account. On day two, make sure you don't have any holds, with the exception of the orientation holds. Some of these holds will prevent you from registering for classes. The orientation holds will lift on day three following your completion of the course registration module. Day 2 is also your opportunity to connect with orientation leaders. Orientation leaders are dedicated FSU students that are committed to assisting with incoming students' transition and preparation for academics, student involvement, FSU history and traditions, and community standards. Join them for a knoll-to-knoll small group and an Ask the Experts panel, and you'll have the opportunity to meet incoming FSU 24 students. Get a chance to learn about their FSU experience and ask lots of questions. Our orientation leaders are available to make this experience unforgettable.
Thanks, Pearson. On day 3, you will gain access to the registration module within the virtual orientation platform at 8 a.m. So you'll log back in and complete that section at your earliest convenience. This is where you will learn how to navigate FSU systems like MyFSU and Canvas, as well as how to register for classes, including a step-by-step tutorial and common registration issues like holds that Pearson mentioned earlier. Once you've completed the module, your orientation hold will be lifted and you will be able to register for classes based on your advising meeting from day 2. If you have any questions or need anything, we will host registration labs on day 3 from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is where you can come, drop in to troubleshoot any registration issues, review how to register for classes, or ask any last-minute questions of your orientation leaders. Ignite Your Knoll experience sessions are your opportunity to get connected to campus and learn about involvement and community opportunities on campus. These sessions will happen Monday through Thursday from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. We invite you to join in for the opportunity to learn more and connect with students with similar backgrounds and interests as you. As you can see on the screen, we've got a variety of options for you, and we hope you will join us and get connected. We know there's always more to learn, and you're probably looking for opportunities to get engaged, and we want you to. That's exactly where FirstYear Fridays are here and what they're all about. Each Friday from June 12th through July 17th, different departments, clubs, and organizations will offer info sessions and meet and greets for current students to learn more about their areas. Some examples include pre-law or pre-health advising, global exchanges, connect with rec, an international coffee hour, and more. The full schedule will be posted on our social media each week, so we encourage you to follow the social media outlets that you see available on your screen.
Thanks, Allison. Now for our families. Similar to your new student family programs will send you an email 1 week before your scheduled orientation session. This email will have details and login information for your virtual orientation. Please feel free to complete these modules at your convenience. Throughout the summer, new student and family programs will be hosting a family webinar series on key topics, specifically for family members. This will allow you the opportunity to learn more about FSU, all of the resources available to your student, and ask questions. This series will begin on June 22nd and will continue through the summer. Topics include finances, academic support, fraternity and sorority life, getting involved, and much more.
Now that you have an overview of what to expect throughout orientation, our staff wants to provide you a few tips for success throughout this process.
So number 1, check your MyFSU email frequently. This is the official method of communication at Florida State University. NSFP will send orientation emails to students' MyFSU email accounts. If you feel you should have received an email from us but haven't, check your spam folder first and then let us know. And then in addition to that, fill out the pre-advising survey that Pearson mentioned. The pre-advising survey is sent to students' MyFSU email from undergraduate studies and is meant to give advisors a clear picture of any AB or AP, IB, or any other accelerated credit that students are bringing in with them, whether it is officially awarded or anticipated. Even anticipated credit can help advisors recommend the best course options for students, as well as any backup course options.
Thanks, John. Tip number 3, log into your FSU Zoom and set up your account. Make sure to visit its.fsu.edu and use your FSU username and password to log into your FSU Zoom account. This username and password for your Zoom account are the same username and password you use to log into your email and/or your Canvas account. Make sure your Zoom account is working. You'll need it to be able to log in for advising, knoll-to-knoll small groups, Ask the Experts, and those Ignite Your Knoll experience sessions. Number 4, make sure to attend a small group and Ask the Experts panel and one of those Ignite sessions. Attending a Know to Know small group, the Ask the Experts panel, and one or more Ignite Your Know experience sessions is your opportunity to connect with FSU students and fellow incoming classmates. These opportunities are great ways to build community, ask questions, and find ways to get connected and involved.
Number 5 is be on time. In your emails, it'll tell you when and where to be based on each day of your scheduled orientation date. There are only a few days that you have to actually log in at a certain time, so pay close attention based on the email that we sent to your MyFSU email or the information that we just previously covered. We encourage you to be on time and prepare for possible tech issues along the way, so be a little early. If you have issues, please follow the directions in your email regarding who you should reach out to. Worst case scenario, always feel free to contact New Student and Family Programs and we'll get you connected to the right place. Number 6, follow us on social media. I know we've mentioned this already, but this is your opportunity to begin to learn about your brand new home at Florida State University. We've got summer-long engagement opportunities for you, and we have a wonderful intern coordinating our social media that'll keep you engaged digitally while we get back from COVID-19. We have a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we also encourage our families to follow us as well. So now we're going to transition into questions from you that you previously submitted. So I want to say thank you for anyone that took the time to submit a question. We have split the questions into themes in order to streamline the information a little bit better. So the first realm is orientation logistics, and we're going to start off with family orientation questions. So I think Pearson's going to answer these for us. And so the first question is about why you should attend family orientation.
Absolutely. So family and family support are one of the most important partners in ensuring student success at FSU. We really hope that you will register for the virtual orientation program. Registering for virtual orientation will allow you to do the following. You'll get to learn about FSU resources, opportunities, and services for both you and your students. You'll get to help your students stay informed regarding deadlines and important information. It'll give you the opportunity to hear from current students about campus life. You'll get lots of your questions answered, and you'll get to learn about family connection and how to best support your student.
Next question is, do I sign up as a guest for orientation on my student's account? My student is signed up, but I'm not clear where to sign up.
Family members and guests should be registered as part of the student's orientation registration. When students log into their MyFSU account to register for orientation, they will have the option to add guests. This can be done even after their initial registration, so there's still time to sign up. Virtual family orientation information will be sent to the email addresses provided in each registered guest.
Pearson, do family members need to pay an additional $35 or can they just watch along with their student?
Family members should register for orientation separately. In addition to the orientation modules, we'll have some family webinar series that will be available as well.
Do guests that are going to participate in orientation need to clear their schedules for orientation, or can we do it on our own time?
No, family members and guests do not need to clear their schedules. Family members and guests will be able to complete the module at any time. The family webinar series that John mentioned a little earlier will cover various topics such as finances, accessibility services, academic support, and much more. Those sessions will be available beginning June 22nd, and the content will be available synchronously as well as asynchronously.
Awesome. Thanks, Pearson. Next question is general orientation logistics, and I think John is going to answer these questions for us. So the first question is, I was accepted for summer session and my orientation date was pushed back to June 17th. Will there be enough time to register for summer with this orientation date?
In short, yes. Although it seems really close to the start of Summer C classes, there will be classes available for students for Summer C. All of the Summer C orientation sessions are within about a week and a half of the start of Summer C classes. And even if through the orientation process, you didn't get all of your desired classes, the first 4 days of class are what is called the add drop period. And this is a time where students can freely add and drop classes. This is a good opportunity to try to make any schedule adjustments if you aren't fully satisfied with your original schedule after orientation.
Thanks, John. Next question. My son was a dual enrollment this year. We had to provide immunizations as part of that acceptance process. Can I use the same forms for my students' health immunization forms here at FSU?
So we know that our health compliance office here at Florida State has accepted these forms in the past, but we would encourage you to contact the health compliance office directly at healthcompliance@fsu.edu for any specific questions related to health and immunizations to make sure that they can get those resolved for you.
When will we receive the refunds for housing and meals that were paid for in the in-person orientation?
So we are currently processing refunds for those orientation housing and dining charges. It is taking longer than we expected, and we are working with the company that hosts our registration system to try to speed this process along. Rest assured, everyone who paid orientation housing and/or dining charges will receive that money back. We promise to notify students via their MyFSU email once those refunds are completed.
I think our last question in this area, how long will it take me to complete the virtual orientation modules?
So it should take less than 2 hours to complete altogether. You can start and stop as needed, and the system will pick up exactly where you left off. Just make sure you build in enough time to complete the modules before the 2 p.m. deadline on the first day of your scheduled orientation session. Make sure to really review the information provided. This information is essential to your success at FSU.
Awesome. Thanks, John. Next up, we've got some questions regarding academics and advising, so I'll turn these over to Dr. Hammond. My daughter is a new student and starting in summer term. Will she be able to register for both summer and fall classes at orientation? Dr. Hammond, I think you are muted. I'm sorry.
Thank you very much. So at FSU, we actually separate summer and fall advising sessions. So during orientation, summer admits will be advised for summer courses only. After the summer term is going, summer admits will set up another advising meeting to discuss their course selection for fall, plus some broader academic goals for their time at FSU. Their fall registration window will open at 8 a.m. on July 15th and stay open until Friday, August 7th at 11:59 p.m.
My student has completed her AA, or Associate of Arts degree, through a partnership between our local school district and the community college. Will her advisor be apprised of this special circumstances, Will her advisor be apprised of this special circumstance and what prerequisite classes she already has credit for, and how to best place her in her classes for her fall semester?
That is exciting to hear. And yes, we make every effort to communicate this information to academic advisors and provide additional support to those students who have earned the Associate of Arts degree. First, as we've mentioned previously, we're asking each new student to complete the pre-advising survey sent to their FSU email account about the same time the virtual orientation modules are opening up. And we need this survey completed at least 2 days prior to academic advising. This allows students to share information about earned and potential credits so that we do not advise students to take a course that would result in duplicate credit. Additionally, all of our new students who've earned the Associate of Arts or AA degree will be encouraged to work with the Graduation and Planning Strategies Office, or GPS as we like to call it, to make the most of those credits and take advantage of accelerated programs in college such as Degree in 3 and More in 4.
Next question. Will we find out during orientation if high school or dual enrollment transcripts have been received, as well as AP exam results to use in signing up for summer C classes?
Yes, we will teach students how to check their MyFSU account where they can see what credits have been applied to their degree. However, please know that not all of this credit is actually posted during orientation, depending on the timing of your session. Scores for AP tests taken this year are generally available, and that credit posted to transcripts in early to mid-July. Students who took dual enrollment courses in high school will have to send FSU a final official transcript from the college or university that taught those courses, so that credit can be posted. If your student is earning the AA degree along with their high school diploma, be sure that the AA degree is posted, that it is shown as Associate of Arts earned on the transcript before it is sent to FSU. And students who have questions about this, of course, can speak with their academic advisor during the advising session.
Next question. How do IB students know what summer classes to sign up for if the final IB test scores do not come in until July?
Good question. And this question is actually applicable to all kinds of credit, not only AP, but ACE and CLEP, as well as IB. In many cases, we will not know your student scores for tests taken in their senior year. In such cases, we are going to advise essentially for both scenarios, credit earned or not earned. Your student should be sure to get the contact information for their academic advisor in case they wish to follow up with questions after their test scores post in July. We expect and we welcome that kind of communication after orientation advising.
Next question. When do students need to have final transcripts in by, and do they need to let their advisor know class final grade if it potentially is different than the IB test score?
Final transcripts are due July 15th, but obviously summer starts before July 15th, the summer session. So these are not always available when the summer semester begins. We will let students start their first semester at FSU while we wait for this final and official document. However, your student will not be able to register for a second semester without the final official transcript on record. Your student does not have to report final grades to an academic advisor unless they have earned a high school or dual enrollment course grade below C-. Then that is something they should tell the advisor and immediately report to the Office of Admissions to head off any negative consequences. As I mentioned previously, we'll advise students based on both acceleration credit scenarios, credit earned or not, and they'll have time to adjust their fall schedules after those test scores are released.
Thank you. How do students know if they need to take the ALEX placement test?
The ALEX math placement test is only required for students in majors that require MAC 1105 or higher in the MAC or calculus sequence. That is the majority of our entering students, since a lot of majors require MAC 1105 or college algebra. However, the only way to know if that course is required is to check the academic map for your major in the academic program guide on the FSU website. Now, students who have earned college credit in any MAC course through dual enrollment from a college or university do not have to take the test and will continue into the next course in the math sequence. All other students planning to take MAC 1105, college algebra, through Calculus 1, which is MAC 2311, must take the ALEX math placement test, even if they are bringing in test credit through AP, IB, ACE, or CLEP. So for more information, we are sending periodic emails to the FSU email address, but please do check out the ALEX information page on the Mathematics Department website at FSU.
And I'll link that link in the comments section once this video is posted as well, Sarah, so thank you.
Thank you very much.
Will the academic advisor know how to help students with More in 4 program summer session to keep students from taking unnecessary undergraduate classes they might already have credit for?
During orientation, our academic advisors will help students develop schedules based on the information each student shares about anticipated credit or dual enrollment credit via that pre-advising survey that we've mentioned several times. But we will not get into a lot of detail about future plans since our time is limited during orientation advising. Once all of the credit is received and posted for your student, we recommend that students meet with their academic advisor to discuss that longer term planning and programs such as More in 4.
And the last question regarding academics, but still on the subject of More in 4, will advisors be able to have More in 4 information ready for summer?
So for those starting in the summer term, the Graduation Planning and Strategies Office, or GPS, will be hosting information sessions once classes start for students who are considering being involved in the More and For program. These sessions will also be available in the fall semester if your student is starting then. And then throughout the remainder of the year, GPS is going to host workshops to assist students in maximizing their undergraduate experience and provide individual support to help them explore potential graduate programs.
Thanks, Dr. Hammond.
Thanks, Allison. So now we have just some general FSU questions that were also submitted. While we're not representatives of these departments, we want to be able to answer those questions effectively as we could. So Allison, do a lot of freshmen starting in the fall live off campus in apartments?
Although a large percentage of first-year students live on campus, and there are many advantages to doing so, there are also many who live off campus. Although off-campus housing is not affiliated with the university, FSU does offer an off-campus housing service available at offcampushousing.fsu.edu. Again, I'll link this in the comments. And this helps students find listings, match with roommates, and a lot of other sources. This is not necessarily a comprehensive service, so there are some additional off-campus options not included in this service, so I encourage you to do your own research as well.
Thank you. And then the next question is, when will students be assigned to a residence hall?
Great question. Any contracted student recently received an email from University Housing with updates to the housing process due to COVID-19. At this time, a specific date has not been set, but we do anticipate assignments being released in mid to late July. So we encourage you to continue to check back with Housing, and their website is housing.fsu.edu.
Thank you, Allison.
Thank you, Pearson. At this point in time, that's all the questions that we received today. We hope that this has been an informative process for you and that you're going into your new Knoll orientation having more understanding about what to expect over the next few days and few months. Again, I want to emphasize at any point in time, if you have questions or any concerns, or maybe you don't even know what to do next, we encourage you to reach out to New Student and Family Programs and let us know how we can help assist you. We're here to help, and we want to make sure that you have a fantastic FSU experience despite COVID-19. So thank you so much. Thank you to John, Pearson, and Dr. Hammond for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And of course, go Knowles.